Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, I have something in my pocket. I told you I'm easily distracted. It's Tuesday, May 9th, and I wasn't doing that because I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know what day it was. Today I might have to go get Sophia from school. If you could remember Christy's father-in-law in your prayers today, that's Aaron's dad. He's having back surgery. And so we want to wish him a speedy recovery. So it depends on how long his surgery goes, whether or not he's out of surgery in time for Christy to pick up Sophia. So if he's not out of surgery in time, it's outpatient. It's amazing how insurance companies will do nowadays to save a buck. Back surgery, and it's the same day surgery. I don't get it. Even like having babies nowadays, you usually go home the next day. If you go in the morning, you probably go home that night nowadays. I don't know. I haven't had a new baby around here in a while. Hint, hint, hint. But I think my kids are done. I have to wait for my great-grandchildren now. But anyway, when I had my kids, you were in the hospital like 4 or 5 days, and I relished every moment of that time, let me tell you. And when I had my gallbladder out, I think I was in for 2 or 3 days. Trying to think of my knee surgery, I was in for 3 or 4 days. But back surgery, you go home the same day. I don't get it. I guess I don't know if he's getting a rod put in his back or they're just realigning some slip discs or something. I'm not really exactly sure. But anyway, keep him in your prayers. He's a good guy. I like Lenny. And later on in this video, I'm going to insert a clip of Christy, or not, well, Christy's, you'll hear Christy's voice. But we went to Toys R Us to buy Sophia a new seat for her bike on Sunday. And you know I don't film on Sundays, but I couldn't resist. I had to film this because we were looking for the seats, and Sophia just learned how to ride her bike, so she was so proud of it. But there was a bike with training wheels there. And I saw her do it, but I guess Christy didn't. But Sophia got on the bike and took off riding it up and down all the aisles of Toys R Us. And so then when Christy kind of noticed, she says, well, where's Sophia? And I says, she's riding her bike. And she says, what are you talking about riding her bike? I said, she's riding her bike up and down all this aisles. And here comes Sophia. So I did get a film of that. Christy said she looked like a circus bear because the bike was so small. But I thought it was funny. So I'll insert that clip. And trying to think what else. I was really happy that I stayed on program yesterday. I didn't do bad over the weekend. I usually do really bad over the weekend, and I didn't do too bad. Didn't do too good, but I didn't do too bad. And this is for Dawn's new light. Dawn, don't beat yourself up. I am so proud of the fact that you've come so far that she gets upset with herself when she falls off her program. Look at me, girl. 18 months staying in the 260s, going up to 270, going back to 260, going back up to 270. But I didn't quit, and neither are you, girl. You are not quitting. So brush yourself off and start over again. You're fine. You're fine. You had one little slip up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I guess that's it. I usually have a lot to talk about, but I guess I don't have too much to talk about today. Oh, I forgot to take the chicken out of the freezer. I might go in there before I go for my walk, because if I don't, because I'm having chicken for dinner. David and I are having chicken. Jim shoots on a Black Powder League on Tuesday, so he won't be having dinner with us. And what I make for dinner, David and I always eat together. I can always add a little bit extra for David's, but Jim eats what I make. But Jim is not a vegetable eater or a fruit eater or a salad eater, any of that kind of stuff. So Jim's just strictly meat and potatoes. So when my kids were little, the first thing they learned was a vegetable. And I usually have at least 2 vegetables. And well, you see at family dinners, I have at least 3. I always have green beans, peas, and corn. And, well, I have 4 because I have broccoli too. Because we love our vegetables. But we love our cake and cookies too, which is not that good. So, all right, let's go. It's a beautiful day. It's another blue sky day, and it's a little chilly, but not too bad. I think it's 47, but it's supposed to go up to 58, so that's pretty good. The warm weather's just around the corner. I got to find that corner because I'm going to drag it home when I find it. So, that's it. Remind me when I get home I want to go get the chicken out of the freezer. Don't let me forget, because if I forget, I'm going to blame it on you guys. Well, as you can see, I've shed my coat. It got kind of warm, so I had to alter my route a little bit so I could throw my jacket down in the driveway. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Because it was too warm. It was a nice walk. I walked a little over 2.1. I think it was 2.17 because I had to alter my route a little bit. But it's nice. See the blue skies. See how pretty it is. Trash day. Once a week. But you know, it's better than going to the dump. Julie Hasselberg, they have to bring theirs to the dump. That would be such a pain. They take that out, put it in my water bill, so I don't really notice it. I feel good. Oh, while I was walking, I was charged, not attacked, but charged by a dog. It's the first time in all the years I've been walking that I was ever charged with a dog, and it was a little dog. And little dogs are way worse than big dogs. Big dogs, they bark and they know you're afraid of them. Little dogs, they have to prove that they're mean. And the owner was nowhere around. So I just stood there and looked around and looked at the dog. And it came up and sniffed me a little bit. And then I started walking and it started barking again. And so I stopped again. And it came up and sniffed me a little bit. And it must have been on an invisible leash or something, because as soon as I got to the end of the property line, the dog didn't go any farther. Or else it lost interest in me, one of the two. But, what? What? Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. I got to get the chicken and put it in the sink so it'll thaw. I knew I could count on you guys. So let's go and have a couple glasses of water, get on with our day. Some people just don't know how to control their children. She was riding it through the whole store. She doesn't realize that she's going to crash now because she's too busy being silly.
Don't put the bike back. We're leaving.
Oh, actually, the baby left.
Put it back.
Laundry noise in the background, but time to eat. I got some berries, a banana, some toast, an egg, tea, and grapefruit. And I started my day with a prayer. So far I've drank 46 ounces of water. I've walked 9,200 steps. And my quote is from Pat Elts, one of my subscribers. And she says, don't wish for it, work for it. I so agree. So my 2 pieces of cinnamon toast are 5 points. My tablespoon of butter, I'll take that back. The 2 tablespoons of whipped butter is 5 points. An egg for 2 points. My berries, grapefruit, banana, tea, and water 0. So 12 points. I have 25 points left for the day. Okay, lunchtime. I have a half a cup of cottage cheese, tomato, and a half a sandwich, tea and water. 3 points for my bread. 1 point for my 2 ounces of boar's head smoked turkey. 3 points for my ounce of mozzarella cheese. The tomato, the tea, and the water is 0. Half a cup of cottage cheese is 3 points. So my lunch is 10 points. So I have 15 points left for dinner. Well, the AT&T guy just left, and the bridge that Bob from India told me that I had, he says, well, where's the bridge? And I said, well, I don't have one. He says, well, it's right next to your main box. I go, I don't have one. He says, well, yeah, it shows on my work order that you have 2 in your house, one in the basement and one next to the main bridge. And I go, no, I have one. It's in the basement, and that's the only one I have. He says, well, no, according to my form here, you have 2. And I go, okay, well, show it to me. He couldn't find it. Because you know why? I only had 1 in the basement, like I said all along. So Bob from India was wrong. So he had to call his supervisor, and what they had to do was switch out the box because it was defective for a new one. So now I have 2 boxes and my TV's working fine. I knew I was right. I'm not always right, but I'm not always wrong. I always tell Jim that. I may be wrong a few of the times, but I'm not wrong all of the time. So I'm going to put my chicken in the oven and call Sebastian, wish him happy birthday because today's his birthday. I forgot to mention that this morning. 6 years old. It's unbelievable. I can't believe he's already 6. Just like seems like he was just born. So I'm going to hang up. I'm going to call him now because he should be home from school and wish him a happy birthday. So I will talk to you guys in a bit. Well, I have to start eating my dinner a little earlier than this, but I have chicken breast, baked mashed potatoes, some broccoli, and tea and water. My chicken breast weighs a little over 6 ounces, so I counted it as 4 points. I have 1 cup of mashed potatoes for 5 points. 1 tablespoon of butter that I put on my broccoli and my potato for 5 points. 0 for the broccoli and 0 for the tea and the water. So it's a 14-point dinner. So I used 36 of my 37 points. I think it's the first time this week I've come close to hitting my mark. Well, that was really good. Not to brag, but I thought it would turn out pretty good. Look at my lily. It's dying. I'm going to plant it out in front, though. What was I going to say? Oh, I was wrong, as Christy pointed out, about Aaron's dad. They're not sending him home today. He's going to be in there a couple days. They did, the surgery was successful. They put 2 back braces in his, or rods in his back. And they already got him up and walking. So he's doing pretty good. But he'll be there a couple days. And that's about it. So I'm going to end the video, and I will see you guys in the morning.